I guess it's just really been as of recent. McDonald's was always kind of like a trick up the sleeve, but it was never, the more I thought about it, if you would have talked to me when I was 21, 22, I would have said, well, yeah, I've got something, we can head to McDonald's. But then if you would have asked me, well, what are 2 or 3 or 4 more places that you like to eat, it just wasn't happening. So that was the whole thing. Was I definitely embraced some of these, but then, of course, there's Arby's, there's Burger King, Wendy's, all these different places. Alright, so definitely to continue things. So what had happened was I tried a bacon cheeseburger somewhere in 2013. And I didn't like it. I definitely remember it was at the point where I said, I'm not going to continue to get this. I'm not going to continue to get this. And so I didn't. And as that went, what continued was just me getting double cheeseburgers. Now by this point, the whole thing was that Wendy's was also in the picture, those sorts of things, but I just did not know what else to get. And so in 2014, I started getting the chicken sandwiches, and then, the thing about that was, that quickly became like number 2 right there. That was definitely, and even today, that's kind of like the secret thing, if people say, all right, well, I'm sick of the double cheeseburgers, it's like, well, have a chicken sandwich. I don't remember the price on those. I'm pretty sure that those were pretty much $1 as well. They were not a ton of, it wasn't as bad, but the whole thing about it to me was, so I had the chicken sandwiches, and my shoes are coming apart. Not really coming apart, but I've been walking around all day with these on. So this is an extra thing right there. So I am now in Ozark, by the way, so we have traveled a little bit, and we're definitely going out and about, but yeah, so the Walmart thing. So really with this, the chicken sandwiches were in abundance, but the whole thing about eating them was I didn't really have much that I wanted to do while doing it. And it just kind of reached a point where it's like, in 2014, I was not making vlogs the way that I am now, and that was the real thing. Was everything kind of was like in a huge explosion in 2015 as far as just a drastic change from the way I was. I started drinking Red Bull in 2014, but that was really about the only thing of note from that year. And, really days would just pass where I would just, I'd go to a grocery store and I'd say, well, I'm not interested in Lay's stacks, which you've seen me review. I probably would have never had them in my life had I not just randomly got them last month. And it's the same thing with certain other things like Slim Jim. I had those in the past, but it was just a real pure timing as far as to what did it. And so that sort of thing, it really was an explosion. So obviously it lets you know that the chicken sandwiches came in 2015 or 2014, maybe even early 2015, but the fish sandwiches, which I don't really talk about much, and then of course I've been eating McDonald's breakfast, which I forgot to mention as well. I had been eating that for a good while, and I always eat McDonald's breakfast, or at least I used to. I'm not really so much a breakfast person anymore, but if necessary, biscuits and gravy and that sort of thing is definitely of note. But 2015 came and went, and so started making vlogs on this channel in, you know, summer 2015. By that point, it was just like Taco Bell was in full swing, and, you know, that it was just like, oh, hey, you know, adjust your sales, and all of a sudden McDonald's is like a whole new person. It got like so beefed up. It was like a supersized version of what it was just 2 years ago, or 2 years before that. 2 years before 2015. So of course the chicken nuggets I was not necessarily eating. That's the whole thing, was I just started getting those like 3 months ago, and really I just could not convince myself to do it. So I definitely did, but even now, I mean, I still prefer the chicken nuggets at Wendy's to those. And the strangest part about it is me trying to find more stuff. People say, well, where's the McRib? Where's the Big Mac? Where's the... I'm trying to think. I really don't even know half the stuff that's at McDonald's. That's the whole thing about it. There's lots of foods there, but really, to me, a burger is pretty much a burger. There's really not much to it other than the contents of the burger. So you're still biting into beef, but it's just a question of how you like your beef, and that's about the only thing. And it's kind of like you wouldn't know. Yeah, you just wouldn't be able to understand where to go with it. So that's about the straight and narrow of my McDonald's history. But, you know, obviously you can say, well, it needs an upgrade, but I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I mean, me pretty much residing with the double cheeseburgers, and then, you know, eventually adjusting to the chicken sandwiches and so on. I mean, the whole thing about that was just it just wasn't. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to give this like a hearty send off, and I can't really do it, so I'm just about to say fuck it, and you know, bid you adieu in other ways of manner. But, you know, I'm gonna try to keep things somewhat pleasant. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the entire fucking thing right there.